Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, where we're going to be playing as Australia. And in between the episodes, it's actually usually a good bit of gap of time in between the episodes for me at the moment, I thought of something, and we're building destroyers, but destroyers have a very short range, and we're building convoys, which at the minute we don't seem to really need to be doing, so I think I'm going to move you guys down, and it's range, which we're probably going to need. Because, like, for us to attack anything other than Britain, it's range we're going to need. So let's have a look here. Fire range is not what I want. Oh, wait, let's have a look at a ship, not a boat first. Max speed, max range. 3,000 kilometers for the heavy cruiser. Wait, what's the difference between these two? Slightly further range. Slightly greater max speed. Is this an upgraded version of that one? Anyway. Less range. Slightly more range with the light cruiser. No, sorry. Back that above the previous one, but less than normal. And I was building destroyers, which is only a 900 range. So we're going to build this cruiser here. Move you above the convoy. I actually have to destroy you and add you back in. That's nice. There we go. And I think I'm just going to have you build one. Once you've finished, I want to put that into the heavy cruiser, because we need a navy which can hopefully project our power quite far. And when we have these Japanese islands to attack, but we're not really going to be wanting to be attacking the Japanese islands as our first target, because that means attacking Japan. And attacking Japan is probably not a good idea for us. Decisions available, but not I want to do. You I do want to do. But I need excavation for that. Expanding you. Do we have 150 yet? No, but we are... I've just figured out why it's slowing down at the start of every episode. I set my start-stop recording button as minus. So yes, and if I wanted to cut down the speed while I was playing the game, currently that would start and stop the recording, depending by how many I reduced it for. Hindenburg incident, a close call. Okay, so the Hindenburg did not die in this world. So it is a bit of an alternate history. How are we doing? 129. Oh, and because we now have a... I could have not done this and got the guy quicker. So basically I don't think there's any chance that we'll be able to do the next one down that tree as soon as this one finishes. We're going to have the political power. Basically now. Let's get him. And Central Party 15. Okay, maybe we didn't even need him. I think... God's sake, why didn't I check that first? I think basically just the delay of doing one other... what's it called? National focus would have actually been enough, but... let's waste what little political power we have. Oh, and she's made it across. This is very, ahistorical. So maybe I did put the ahistorical on. Grand battle plan. We only have 10% if we keep going down there now. So what do we have? We do have 10% now on... Say only 10%. Any good ships? A carrier would be nice, but we're not really going to be able to support it. I wouldn't have minded getting a second, like, heavy cruiser. The minute I want to try and focus on getting all that we can out of. Okay, 50% reduction here, and that is all from our fellow countries, so pick that up. Good. And I believe that increases the production efficiency cap. So like all of these will start being able to produce faster. We've actually already got enough artillery. Japan declares war on Shaanxi. Purchasing the Soviet Union, we've expanded you. Okay, we have the infantry equipment, that's fine. So yeah, let's start supplying the... let's start protecting the people who want independence in Indonesia. Free military factory. Does that mean I built a military... Oh no, we got them from the... Yeah. Which we don't actually... really need to build anything. I guess, for now, I'll dump them both into... lack of resources down 15%. I think that's all that's affecting. Like the cap, but we can get the production efficiency. China makes a united front. And I think that was everyone joining it. Supply areas. Diplomacy map mode. I was sort of hoping that that would show me the factions. Are you the factions map mode? You are. So Shaanxi didn't actually join. But Communist China did. Back to the diplomacy map mode. Japan. Well, I was pretty sure... Okay, Shaanxi now did join. But if I was on the diplomacy map mode, I'd be able to see the other people's diplomatic situation. Not just my own permanently. Yeah, Soviet Union. That worked, so why the hell didn't Japan? Okay. So I think that means that now Japan's at war with everybody. Japan declares war on China. Marco Polo Bridge incident. A bit late, you've already actually... You're already at war, you don't have to fake an incident now. But things aren't going good, and if... Right, synthetic oil. I would like a slightly greater than 20% reduction. Bit early, but I'm going to pick up mobile infantry because I think we're going to want a support company of medics because we're not going to have many people, and I know I need mobile infantry, not mobile infantry, but the trucks for that. Like if we see Japan land anywhere along here, it's over. Although at the minute they're actually pouring quite hard into the north. Fighter modernization. I don't know why I'm checking them, I have no idea what they mean. Decision available. Prepare for a civil war. No. I don't want a civil war. We must open up the acceptance. Or a diverging viewpoint. What do you do? You don't tell me what you do. You tell me what the requirements are. But what do you do? I'm hoping that that's maybe the, don't coup me one. 26%. Still only 20% on these. I can't be going through the tech that much quicker than they are. I know I'm purposely aiming for the catch-up thing. Oh, a lot of you have gone down that route there. Okay, let's get the factory output. No, let's get the construction speed. We're both going to take the exact same amount of time, but our factories are actually outputting enough for us at the moment, whereas construction speed will allow us to build more in the future. So I think one was basically, I was looking at it and we could get a good short-term bonus out of it, but I don't think we need it, while the other... Production efficiency is growing by point something a day. Efficiency gain speed is multiplied by minus 15%. Are you actually growing? You are growing. Despite the lack of resources. 6 years to build that heavy cruiser. Decision available. I don't know what you do. Are we anywhere near... No, there's still almost a majority. There's a plurality of Labour voters. So I'm going to ignore you. Because I don't know what you do. And I don't want a civil war, so I'm thinking maybe that they're the things that lead to the civil war. I want a civil war in Dutch East Indies. Yeah, that's coming good. But I don't want a civil war myself. Elections, fascists in government. An aggressively nationalistic sentiment has grown in Australia, giving rise to several parties promoting fascist ideas. A strong state enforcing its power through military force. One of these parties in particular has won a favour in the current elections, leading to a discussion within the Labour Party about whether or not we should try to cooperate with them, forming our government. While they openly reject the democratic ideas that are the foundation of the state, the fact that they choose to participate in the elections itself lends some credibility to our views being acknowledged. Gain political power. Gain Democrats, lose stability, or gain fascist. Gain fascist. We can modify the government with 100, so it's just that cheap guy again that I don't want. Yeah, go away. I've said no to him. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, that is all the time we have for today. We almost have a plurality. The thing that isn't a majority but means you have the largest minority of fascist Central Party. We're only like 1% behind, so it shouldn't be too long until we can switch. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, that's all the time we have for today. As always, I'd like to thank you for watching, but unfortunately I'm going to have to say goodbye. Goodbye.